TDB. This is Nerdish, episode 52. And this is a battle of is it Kvrtez? Ballad of Kvrtez, man. He really stepping into it. We'll talk about that a little later on. We got a couple trailers to go over. Something real big that I love when it came on the N64, man. I really want. It's close to my heart. One of my favorite games of all time. It's coming out. Then we're gonna get into the whole cousin love of streamer. We'll do a little recap of what was going on, and then her response. And what a lot of people breaking it down, man. Like the internet is on her ass for real. I ain't gonna say pause because she a chick, but yeah, it's crazy right now. Got some stuff with the AI, some of these upstart AI companies about to go out of business. Let's see, something else. Either NBA playoffs, man. The finals going on right now. I'm watching it right now. It's on the first quarter, so I'm not even gonna put tell y'all what's going on. And the world crazy right now, but hey. If y'all here with your homie, man. I appreciate it, and hey, let's enjoy this. Let's laugh a little bit, and I'm trying to see. I know I had another story. Oh yeah, I put that. I put that in there. Outro, but let's start. Y'all know the deal. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all watching on the replay, please give me a comment. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it. I'm in you over here just the cutting edge, man. Hey, I was on this, man. In our sector, I was on this Kvrtez streamer story last night, and everybody jumping on it right now, man. It's a crazy story. I tend to get stuff first, man. It's crazy. I be on X and I be seeing everything. So if y'all want to be on the cutting edge, come rock with your boy, man, for real. So Zaytoven back in the studio. Let's see what he got going on. Why he dancing like that? He feeling himself, man. It's like a Gucci Man beat. Yeah, that sound like a Gucci Man beat right there. Gucci Man or T.I. That sound more like Gucci Man, you know. That's the classic Gucci Man stuff. That's you know, Atlanta Zoo, all that stuff. So, what's up, Just Jay? So we got I'm going getting these trailers.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Yeah, I bet. I'm not gonna lie. I might get a Switch 2 just for this game. See, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm a legit gamer, first of all. Let's see if it's in here. Make sure my... Oh shit, let me turn my light on. See, I'm a legit gamer. I got it right here. That's for the 3DS. Like I said, I had this game. There's reason why this game it hits home for me. That was the first game that I actually worked and got for myself back in '99 when Ocarina of Time came on 64. I actually that summer of '99 I actually worked a part-time job, and that was like one of the first games I bought straight up from that. I'm a big Zelda fan. Like ever since the old school gold cartridge back in the Nintendo days, man. Like that was one game like that unified a lot of people. Like to me, like that game, I didn't. That's the first time I actually I don't know, man. It's a special game. It's a special series in my heart, man. It's my childhood right there. And I might get Switch 2 just to get that game. Cause like I said, I already got I got that, and I got like I had on the N64 back in the gap. It's just one of the greatest games ever made. Now, some people say, well, it's overrated because of course you got different mechanics and everything going on, whatever. I'm not, fuck that. Look, we wouldn't have Grand Theft Auto the way we got it if it wasn't for that game. Like that was the first game that got 3D, the whole 3D axis stuff right. Like when the analog, not analog, yeah, it was the analog stick. That's like one of the first analog targeting systems and everything. But like I said, it was kind of premature at the time, but like it opened up so many doors. It opened up doors for like I said, Grand Theft Auto and pretty much every other like third person 3D targeting systems and everything. I mean, it was revolutionary. Now a lot of people did versions. Like I think like Metal Gear Solid had a version of like the targeting system and everything, but you couldn't control the camera. This game, you was able to control the camera the whole night. It changed the whole landscape. Like there's not too many games that has went past what Ocarina of Time introduced to gaming. I mean, one of the great. I think it's one of the few games that actually got like got a 10 when it came out, a 10 rating, and like a lot of it was a legit 10. Soundtrack good, the story is excellent, just everything. It's pretty much when people think of Zelda, they think of the first one. Link, the first one, Super Nintendo, Link to a Past, and they think of Ocarina of Time. Like they like raw all together. Really, a lot of people look at this more fondly than the other two at the stage. But hey, I'm happy. I like it. I'm can't wait to see gameplay. I'm that's probably gonna get me to get a Switch too. So this news in the Call of Duty front. So if y'all know, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 comes out on October 23rd. So they just push it's showing the new DMZ. And this was at the Xbox showcase. 5-minute trailer. I'm kind of trying to break down. I hope it ain't a lot of copyright music. Gonna have to probably edit that out. But let's read. Oh, it's in North Korea.
명명한 용도 아래 우리 조선 반도는 질서정연하고 강력하다. 남부 차단 구역에서 발생했던 산업 사고는 우리 공화국의 영웅적 투쟁으로 이미 수습되어 적의 안전엔 흔들림이 없다.
오.
차단 구역은 안전하다.
Inside the mall is a set of black files carrying bounty intel on a high-value target. Locate the files.
So it's kind of, DMZ is like their version of Escape from Tarkov, if y'all know what that is.
Anyone after that intel. Jeez, this place is huge. It's dark as hell. That's why you got MDGs, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna head downstairs real quick. See if there's any weapons or gear laying around.
No, that's a negative. That's not why we're here.
I'm gonna be fine. It's only gonna take 2 seconds.
I say again, that's a negative. Okay, get your ass upstairs.
Oh.
Damn, he's down. Let's go help him.
Hell no. That's on him. I told him to get his ass up here.
Copy. Where are we at on the intel?
Got it. Alright. Let's find that HVT.
On you.
Oh, so they take a little bit out of the game called Body Cam.
Shit.
Yeah. You know we're here.
Damn.
Bro, okay. Alright, let's just find that HVT.
It's like a mall. Whoa.
Hey, hold up.
What's up?
Let's just... Hey, you good, man?
Fuck.
Yeah, you're all right.
Oh man, that's intense. So there's no crosshairs.
Was that the HVT?
Hey, fuck the HVT. Let's just go to Expo.
Fuck! I got you, man.
Yeah.
You good?
Yep.
You got the drag thing.
Let me get some ammo.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alright, let's move.
Overwatch to actual. Look for any building with green smoke. I say again, green smoke.
Reese, you got eyes?
Yeah, I got it. Oh, shit.
영웅적 투쟁으로 이미 수습되어 적의 안전엔
No crosshairs is tripping me out.
I'm inside.
Get your ass to the roof right now.
Copy. Please have medical. Oh, thank you. Hey, Locker, you downstairs?
Negative. Head up the ladder. Going up the roof.
Oh, shit.
Get on the chopper.
Oh shit. That looks good.
Go, go. Incoming.
Oh, you can do a I forgot that lip called. It's a CIA thing. They did that on Dark Knight Rise, Dark Knight. It's like a balloon and the tow hook catches and stuff. That's badass. I kind of want to see that little bit of that. Got riot shields. Yeah, that's that CIA thing. I forgot. I think it's that tow hook extraction. It looks pretty good. I'm interested. All right. So we got transition. So I'm gonna do a little recap of this Kvrtez. I hope that's how you pronounce it. The whole shenanigans with her and her cousin stuff. How we found out from her ex-boyfriend, the streamer I'm not Kenneth. Oh, this dude gained like matter of fact, I'm gonna subscribe to him. He gained like 20,000 subscribers from this story. So I'm gonna do a little quick recap.
Just showing straight yams to that nigga. Like I'm talking about 360s in the camera, grabbing yams, just everything, bro. Just butt ass naked, bro. And at that moment, bro, my heart sunk, bro. I was like, damn, it's GG. She just cheated on me. But that's not how it ended, though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because I didn't want to make it seem like I knew and I caught her and she was gonna try to play victim. So I walked up to her room. I knocked on the door. I was like, let me see your phone real quick. I grabbed her phone and I noticed her like grabbing that shit, but like not really grabbing it in like a way where like she made it obvious she was hiding something. So I just grabbed it and sped walked to my room and then I locked my door. And that's when she started banging on my door saying, Kenneth, open the door, give me my phone.
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums.
I'll play this little bit.
Okay, I have closed. Can you open the door, please? Hello? Kenneth! Hello? Kenneth! Please! Please, open the door. Let's talk.
You're actually like a psychopath, gang.
Can we talk, please?
Like you really are fucked up in the head.
Can we talk, please?
Nah, gang, we're good. I'm good.
Open the door.
I'm good off of you, bro. Get on my house.
Open the door.
Get on my house, bro.
Can I talk to you, please? Kenneth, please, open the door. Let's talk first. If this is it, let me just talk to you.
No, this is it, gang.
Okay, that's fine. Let me talk to you, though. Can we have a conversation?
What's up, Selena?
And the more she said that, bro, I was...
So this is a streamer, Selena, that had cheated on this dude with her cousin. And I'm doing a little recap of that because it's more stuff. It's round 2 of that stuff. I got like 3 videos. It's stating that stuff. What's going on with that? So we doing a recap right now.
Digging through her phone, nigga. I went through hidden. If y'all know about hidden, bro, check your girl's hidden. Fucking iMessage has like recently deleted text messages. Check that. I went through Snapchat. I went through I tried to go through my ass only on Snapchat, but I didn't figure out the password. I went through her notes. I went through everything, bro. And I seen tons of explicit photos from her and him. And then I went through the text messages and there was a bunch of weird shit going on.
Yes, with her cousin. And he's gonna explain everything. Then I got her response to this. So this is the biggest viral. Everybody's gonna be talking about this weekend. Like he just gained. Yesterday, when I went over this, he had 21,000 subscribers. He's up to 44,000 right now. So this is like the biggest story on the internet right now, as in streamers and stuff like of that nature.
Bro, like she was talking about that nigga being boyfriend material. She was saying she feels a disconnect from Kenneth. She was saying all types of shit, bro. And honestly, bro, I wanted to crash out at that moment, but obviously I couldn't because I would go to jail. And you know, yeah, I'm a good civilian. I'm not gonna crash out over a girl, but it was sick to see, to be honest, bro. Like I genuinely was throwing up. I'm not gonna lie, you could ask all my homeboys. I was calling them. I was in my restroom throwing up just nonstop, bro. Everything I ate prior to that, I threw it all up, bro. It was sick, bro. Like I genuinely felt like 2 years went down the drain. But like to your cousin though, like there's a bunch of like scenarios where like my homeboy.
And by the way, it's not fake cousin. This is legit her uncle's son. So keep that in mind. He gonna explain that.
Always thought she was doing something with somebody else or whatever. But her cousin, like, I think that's how she got away with it for so long, because it's like, you don't expect your girl to be doing something with her cousin, my nigga. Like, I thought that was some Alabama, like, movie type shit. I didn't know that really happens in real life. So yeah, once I found that shit out, bro, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I got my phone. I took pictures of everything. I wish I scrolled some more, but you know, I like, once I seen that, I was just ready to kick her out, bro. I took pictures of all the pictures she took for him, all the pictures he sent her, the text messages, everything, bro. It's all on my phone just in case she wants to fucking deny or lie to me. It was all on my phone. I gave her phone back. I told her she had to go.
I'm so sorry, Kendra.
I don't care. You can't. There's nothing you can say to me right now.
Yeah.
You did what you did. You got to face that. You got to go.
This is something that I only did recently. Just know that in all of my life,
It's crazy.
I always loved you a lot. And I cared for you a lot. You know that? I'm sorry, babe.
I don't care.
We've always had a close relationship since we was young. And I think, like, I'm some mentally fucked up shit. I think, like, we had some psychological shit going on when we were young. Because, like, when we was little chicks, like, before even puberty, like, we were, like, really close to where, like, some of our family members would notice it. And
something had to happen to her, man. But like, oh no. I think she's West Indian, well, Caribbean or whatever. I think that's her thing. But hey, and she probably came up in strict background, because a lot of times if you come up in a lot of super strict backgrounds, that's the only people that are kind of around. So when it could be things get misconstrued when you like hitting puberty and that's all you around. You know, that could be a little crazy situation too. That's why it's almost better to have like a mixed situation, man. It's, I don't know, man. It's crazy. But I'm about to get to the point. Then we're gonna talk about her response to this.
I was really having my doubts, and you know, with you've always been different than how I wanted you to be. Like,
So you fuck your cousin.
So what's that opportunity?
So you fuck your cousin. So you fuck your cousin. You need help, bro.
And yeah, she's not with me anymore. We're not with each other no more. But it's just like, bro, hey, all my young bulls out there, bro, learning experience, you can't trust these girls no more. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You can't trust boy best friends. You can't trust cousins. You can't trust brothers. My nigga, if this was a stepbrother, like, that would have been a tiny bit better, because cousins, they got your blood. Like, that's like your dad's brother's son. So like, for you to do that with that nigga, bro.
Her uncle's son. That's like first cousins right there. That's the part I want to get to. So this is her response right here. 12 minutes, won't go through the whole thing. Then a lot of people talk about this too. So I don't get everybody else's reaction. I don't get my reaction first, and I'll give other people reactions and stuff. So this is her right here. And let's read. Let's hear what you guys say.
I'm here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of.
Oh yeah. I got you. Matter of fact, this go on my community wall if you need to. I meant to tag you. I tagged DMZ, I tagged Biz, I tagged a couple other people. I tagged Rodney and Nacho on this. So yeah, it's up. I think this on the original videos on my community wall. I can send you this later on.
And I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did. I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help.
That was an edit,
for
by the way.
myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong. I fucked up. And I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person.
She's definitely reading a statement, but that's what makes it seem not sincere, insincere, I should say. Sometimes when you dealing with things that you actually fuck up, sometimes you just gotta just speak out and say, "Oh, I fucked up here." You know what I'm saying? I was in a dark place, and that was and I know it sound crazy. It might sound crazy, but that was like my respite on this dark spot. And I didn't really understand what was going on. I kind of need to get some therapy, get some help to, get me out the situation. And I don't know, it's just one of those bad things. And then people gonna take it for what they know, but when you're reading a statement, it sounds insincere.
But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route, and I deeply.
So here's the problem too. You already stated what you did wrong. This should be a 2-minute video. Why we got 10 more minutes added on to this? So this is the problem. This is a disconnect between the sexes right now. This is probably always gonna be the case. Like if a man fuck up, he like, look, man, I messed up on that. I hope y'all forgive me. I take, blah blah blah. Hey, I'm gonna go work on myself. Y'all have a nice night. But yeah, I was out of line. I was out of pocket. Yeah, I was tripping. I take accountability, and that's it. That's really what anybody want to hear is that. And then you have to act upon. You have to be contrite and be like, all right, I'm about to get off the internet. I'm about to work on myself. If I'm on any drugs, I'm about to try to get help on that. If I'm in anything, I'm gonna make an effort to go to that path of redemption, because when you got the limelight, when you on social media and stuff, when things happen, you have to be contrite. You have to be, sincere. You have to be like, okay, yeah, I lost myself. Right now, I have myself all in order right now because I might have tops 20 people in here through Rumble and Rumble and YouTube. I might have about 20 people in here overall, and it's cool. I could take that, but when she had like tens of thousands in Twitch and stuff, she was on that type of level. Like shit on the chat, they'll probably have 5,000 in the chat. Because man, when you on Twitch and she a fairly attractive girl, yeah, them dudes gonna jump on there, try to see whatever she gotta say. And she became a decent name for herself. So you could lose yourself with that. It's like this, man. Like I think Kanye said this. It's hard to stay faithful when you on a Jumbotron. That type of stuff. Like it's hard to be true to yourself when you get admiration from everybody. And that's a constant struggle. You have to constantly keep yourself grounded, because you could lose yourself. You could lose yourself, and you could think you're above the social norms and the values that's been set for the longest. You think you're above the program, think you can do whatever you want to do. Why not? I'm this. Everybody like me anyway. They'll like me when I do this. You start getting that. When you start doing that, man, that's when you lose yourself, and that's when the devil wins. And the devil wanted her in this case. Like you fell victim to something. But see, the problem she's gonna. I'm already know the problem she's gonna have. I haven't even listened to this whole video. Is the fact that she already been contrite, but she got 10 more minutes. So therefore, she probably gonna be blaming Kenneth for her cheating on him with her cousin. You talk too harshly to me, so you push me to him. She gonna make up excuse, and we already know that. So if this, my time says this is gonna end up badly for him. Just my guess. Just the fact that she already said all the right things in the first 2 minutes. She should probably end it right there. But let's read.
Really regret it. But there's more to my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order.
Another thing, ladies, especially social media, you own content creator, don't even bring lies and don't even bring misinformation in your conversation if you're apologizing. Because what's gonna happen? See, us men, especially we're the ilk that knows media manipulation, understands it. When we hear things like, we hear key phrases like key words like misinformation, we just gonna, all right, you full of shit. Even if you're right, it's gonna be a significant amount of people watching your things like, oh, she's full of shit. She said, because once upon a time, misinformation ended up being information. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, I'm not gonna get in that detail. So just when you try to apologize or you try to tell your truth, another thing, don't quit that tell your truth stuff. It's either true or false. We ain't hearing your truth. We hear your story, but your truth, that means truth is malleable. You could bend it to your will, and that's just not how logic works. Let's read.
To farm more hate and negativity towards my name.
Oh no.
And I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me.
Here's the problem with this. Okay. You did the unthinkable. You did the unthinkable. And you would not be here if nothing didn't happen between you and your cousin. Like if it was just a close relationship and Kenny just, the dude Kenneth was just tripping, okay, we could snip that out. Like people, the way you was talking when you were crying and stuff and all that stuff. See, because like dudes, when this is how we know our old ladies is dead ass wrong. That's one of the key tales. Like either you gonna deflect and be like blame us for their bad actions, or they're gonna start crying. I mean, that's a natural thing. I mean, any dude that been through a couple of relationships notice like that crying thing. That's what we're gonna hear. We hear manipulation. We're not really hearing your tears. We're not believing it because why are you crying when you the one that hurt us? That's what happened when when you start understanding what's going on. Dude's going like, man, all right, you hurt me. Why are you crying about this? Why are you crying about my reaction of you hurting me? That doesn't make sense. Appreciate that. Yeah. Get the like button up. So yeah, like when dudes hear that, then you come out and say, well, it's a lot of lies about me. Yeah, at that point, yeah, hey, people gonna do what they gonna do. You need to be contrite. You need to go through your road of redemption, get your shit together, then be a productive member of society. It's just no different than what Carmelo's gotta do. Like he made a fatal mistake, and he's paying that with most of his life, man. And hopefully he'll get reappealed and get that knocked down a little, because I think he does need to get knocked down. 35 is too crazy. But like we as men, we always gotta face the fact that we gotta take accountability of every action. If we could go in the wrong neighborhood, people gonna be like, well, why were you over there? We could go in our car. Well, why you didn't go? Why you even go there where they do this? Or why you didn't? We always gonna get questioned on what we do. So now you getting that same treatment and you crying over it, saying, well, it's lies, it's this, it's that. It doesn't matter if you got lies. They're gonna do the internet gonna do the internet. You did you did one of the worst things you could do as a content creator. You have a story about you messing with your cousin. So there's not too much things far-fetched after that. You mess with your cousin, who else will you make? That's what they're gonna come. So they're gonna take advantage of that. That's the internet. It's unfortunate, but that's the internet. You gotta grow up and you gotta understand, like, all right, hey, I fucked up. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. Let me get my shit together. Then when you come back and get your shit together, right? Then you can fight the lies better. Like doing this, all it's gonna do is make more lies. Because now they know they're getting to you. Let's read.
On the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend, and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to.
I don't think she's going on family reunions. She better not step foot on no family reunion.
Get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into.
I got a video of him responding to this, by the way. Let's read.
To a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder.
Way too much. Like I said, if she contrite on what her doing wrong, this is not a priority. I understand, and part of that, she want to get ahead of the hate train coming towards her, and eventually to her family, everything like that. I mean, that's unfortunate. But the thing is, her priority should be getting whatever going on in her head, going on in her life, get that together. So I mean, that's all I'm gonna say on that part. Let's read.
And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Of course.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me because my ex.
This is called tit for tat right here. Because she looked bad, she gotta make sure somebody. It's the whole it's a scissor song. I hate you. That's a go song right by you, man. But like still, that's you lashing out and everything because he making you look crazy as hell right now. That's what this is. So let's read.
Ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal. But what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
Oh, here we go.
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides.
This is, look, man. The problem I have with this, and it's gonna sound insecure, insincere. I keep on saying insecure, insincere. If he was doing all this stuff, chances are there would have been instances where witnesses have been around, family members been around. It would have been something like you would have, now other women will be coming out saying, yeah, he did this to me too. The problem I have with this is you got caught doing something that's actually worse than all those things you're accusing this dude of. Like incest is like one of the worst social crimes you could have. And what I mean by social crimes, like it's the biggest taboo. Like it's like people like, for example, people even icky, let's say it was like step brother and step sister type thing, you know, just because of the fact that by law y'all siblings. They look at that kind of weird. Like that's just like one of those taboo things and whatever. But you actually sought out and caught your favorite cousin and had an unhealthy relationship with them. There's nothing you could put on that man to make you a sympathetic figure, man. There's levels to the only thing you could put on him that will probably surpass what you got caught doing if he was out here messing with kids or something like this of that type of nature. That's the only thing. But like when he starts talking about abuse and all this stuff, but like he the one got rid of you. He the one broke up with you from the sounds of it. Now I don't know about y'all, but usually abusive people it want to be abusive to have full control over that person. They're not gonna want to give up that control. That's that's pretty much like an oxymoron to being abusive. You be abusive to have full control over somebody. It's a power play. 9 times out of 10, verbal abuse. You showing power over somebody. Why would he break up with you if it doesn't add up? Like you don't see a lot of abusive people in a relationship willingly breaking up with somebody. It doesn't make sense. So her saying this is really her deflecting the fact that she got caught doing something.
Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
The blood on the scene.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it
hard. How the hell we know that's blood or not? I mean, I know, seriously, like, I don't know. That's piss poor right there. I'm sorry.
Hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship.
All right. Any dude that rewatches this is actually a very serious situation. You have to watch out when you texting your girl. You gotta watch out who you text, because what happens if you text your old lady and you cuss her out. If that ever goes super sour and she wants to divorce you or whatnot, that's gonna be used against you. You know what I'm saying? That she could make up. The lawyer's gonna be like, hey, let me see how your text message is gonna be like, hey, he was very abusive. Look, see, he was cussing at you. Because like the thing is that it's about framing, like shout out to K Morgan, what he was saying. They're gonna frame you to be the worst person possible to get everything you got, you don't work hard for. You know what I mean? So it's really good to not text too much, not to text your feelings exactly, even if you're pissed off. Don't even talk about it on a text message, because they will use when the lawyers get involved. I'm not saying that your girl right now probably won't even be on that type of time, but when the lawyers get involved and be on that shit, like, hey, we need to do whatever we can do, because that's all they want. They want to get the most money possible. So you can't, when you do that, be real careful. And see what's smart about it. I don't see him cussing in this. I see, him making up at a bad situation, but like, you gotta be real careful on what you're texting people, especially your old lady, and vice versa with the women. Like, that could be used against you too if you're out here snapping off on the text message and stuff. I mean, the lawyers just all they want to do is win the case and get the most money possible. They don't really care about you as your well-being. Same with your whoever you getting away with well-being. It's all about getting whatever they got. That's great.
I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoings that he put me through in our relationship. I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings and he made it.
So another thing, yeah, we got all the letters and stuff. Whatever. Here's the problem with this, right? You can use AI to do that. You can literally go on Canva right now, tell AI to write a apology letter on Canva AI, and just put a little couple keywords you want to be emphasized, and they'll write a whole apology letter for you. You know what I'm saying? So what hurts you in this situation in the court of public appeal is the fact that he dumped you after finding out all this stuff. So all the apologies you want to say he did and all that stuff is null and void, because at the scene of crime, scene of the gist of the situation, you did something he can't be a part of. Therefore, he kicked you to the curb. So whatever things you find, your credibility is so gone off this that short of a video, and you gotta get it verified. Like your status right now is trust but verify. People gonna start treating you like the Soviet Union right now, because right now you need to be on a path of redemption. You need, all this stuff doesn't matter. You need to be off the internet. You need to be over here saying, hey, what the fuck? I lost myself. I need to figure my shit out. That's what you need to be doing. You don't need to be over here saying, hey, I got letters that he apologized and he's just as bad as I am. He's not just as bad as you. You the worst right now because you mess with your cousin. Your cousin is worse because he messed with you. So here's my thing about the cousin. Well, I mean, you couldn't say no to your own cousin. I mean, I understand she decent looking, but she your cousin, dude. You couldn't say, hey, nah, man, this shit ain't cool. Let's stay cool. But you know, you my family. You always gonna be family. But I can't rock. We can't do this shit. You didn't have a backbone to say that. Now I can see she probably batshit crazy. Yeah, you know, she probably think, well, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I do. You know, she might be on that type of time because she's deflecting like a motherfucker right now. But what the cousin, like, you ain't thinking, hey, dude, we kinfolks, man. What we doing? Nah, you know what? You need to get your shit together. You're not in. I mean, that's crazy. That the dude ain't. To me, the dude is just as bad as her. Let's read.
For me, in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him, I tried to reaccess the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However,
that doesn't matter because he dumped you for messing with your cousin. She's trying to make him have to be bad because she's losing. That's just how this is.
I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but like, I feel like...
By the way, she didn't have to stay in that situation that long either if she felt some type of way about him. She's a streamer. Streamers make a lot of money. Like the Twitch streamers, if you got you constantly have 200, 300 people in your chat on Twitch, you get Amazon money. She was already known. She was a big streamer. She went to Streaming University, the whole nine. So yeah, she's well known in this. So she didn't have to stay there either.
This is my body, bro. And like, I just need to listen and get help.
So if he this toxic, why do you need to get help? If he was the toxic one, apparently, like you just said. I mean, come on, you full of shit.
Other people in my life, or maybe therapy. Like, I think like a lot of stuff that's been going on, like in my life, like I need to stop pretending that I'm sorry, it's just so like non-descriptive, but I just kind of
she got something going on. The eyes tell you everything.
I want to pour everything out because I'm breaking point in my life right now, but it's not your problem at all. But yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow up and do better.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years. I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me,
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think nobody's stigmatizing mental health in your case because you messed with your cousin. I mean, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. And now it's crazy, man. So how that relationship gonna be? You know what I mean?
do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction. Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take my life multiple times.
That's unfortunate. You know what? Keep it a bug with you, man. You young. You know, I don't like to really get super religious on the internet and everything, but hey, everybody got them dark storms and everything they gotta go through, man. Yeah, everybody gotta go through it. Can't run from it. But like, that's when you gotta sometimes let go and let Jesus, man. Real talk. Cause like, hey, you get caught up and you can get caught up in your head all the time, man, on some stuff. And this is a crazy situation. And part of me thinking that you're doing this because like there's a part of you that's saying that you ain't worthy of what the attention you get. So there's a little self-sabotage going on with that. And you know, the imposter syndrome, especially when you are doing the streaming game thing and you becoming like equivalent to a becoming artist that just played on on a side stage for the main act type thing, where you getting a lot of recognition that you probably didn't think you was ready for. So then that mind fuck is crazy, man. And this guy and that minus the cousin thing and everything, just doing outrageous things when you receive an incredible blessing. It's a thing within us that if we don't constantly work out, when I mean work out, I'm talking about that inner. It's like an inner demon, inner bitch ass motherfucker that's in you all the time, telling you to do the negative thing or tell you you're not worthy of what you get, and tell you like your blessing, the blessing of making money on the internet isn't legitimate for you. So you feel like you got self-sabotage and stuff. Feel like and then and then it could go in that ego getting built could go any way. Like you might, and then when you don't feel like you're untouchable, that's when you want to result in thinking about doing things to yourself, which is it's still all of it is just a mind fuck, to be honest with you. Because the reality of it, the best way of looking at it is like take the highs just like you take the lows. You know what I'm saying? Even kill. Just get better day for day. Don't be so bothered about your analytics on the page, because like it's coming there one way or the other. And just be the best you. Because like people are fickle, man. People will say that you got the worst content ever, then find one thing they like and say you got the best content ever. It happens all the time. It happens to a lot of people. You got to be able to manage that. And I don't think she's managing it well, personally.
And the only reason I'm here right now is because I failed. During this fight, I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping.
By the way, it's not ever smart to talk about you taking a chance. You about to do something to yourself. You never want to do that because somebody might think you're serious. Somebody, I mean, that could affect your in some states your second group, the right to protect yourself. You never want to talk about that openly. I know it sounds cute because you trying to be contrite. I would have told you don't even say nothing about that, but that's me. You know, let's read.
And I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive.
Listen, again, that's one of the problems of people. Well, the I ain't gonna say decline of the church. The understanding of like when you take your kids to church, they do get something from that. They get a sense of community, which is a nasty word. A community, I would say a fellowship, a sense of fellowship. They get that. Now it's not 100%, of course, nothing 100%, but like they get that sense. I mean, that word gives you armor to not resort to thinking that you are not worthy of any blessing you get. You see what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that do not think they're worthy to be in this world, which is a damn lie. Everybody's worthy to be here unless you do something heinous, as in like a capital offense or something like that, you know, or you betray your country or something like that. But that's the book tells you who's worthy and who's not worthy, you know. And maybe I'm using the wrong word. Maybe I should say righteous. That might be a better term for that. I'm not gonna go ahead and start quoting Bible scriptures and everything, but like I think a lot of people get in their head, especially the ones that's been successful at a young age, they get in their head thinking that, you know, either they're not worthy of taking that blessing or they feel guilty of taking that blessing. And it's all a lie. Like everything gotta be, to me, everything gotta be even killed. And I think that's the problem she have right now, because she got so much. And then the thing is, when you got all that money, your deepest, darkest vice is gonna be exposed. So her vice is pretty much doing something with her cousin. Now it got exposed, and now she don't know how to deal with that. And like I said, we all got something. We all, you know, if somebody go to your phone, they'll figure they could if they don't figure out you got anything, they can make something up and say you got something. Excuse me.
And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences.
To find proper help that they need. I mean, it sounds like that's a vague term.
And I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the nonstop death threats that I've received.
Why would anybody give you death threats when you're low? That's a term in internet lore where if somebody do something real messed up and everything, they become in their life got a lot of jokes and stuff in it. They call it a lolcow, LOLCWO. COW, I meant CWO, COW. So lolcows are pretty much those online creators that whatever they do, somebody's watching them to make fun of them. And the reason it's fun, they make fun of them because they know people know, all right, they're gonna react to me, so that's more content. That's another way they do it. Let's read.
In the past few days, I do believe that bringing all of this to the internet and the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming, and I will be back to doing what I love, because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too.
All right, that's enough of that. Let's look at I'll look at a little bit. All right. I'm look at a little. I guess schools.
This is the perfect pair for your iPhone, and it replaces 3 different chargers. So when I travel, I don't pack extra cables, I don't have to pack extra bricks. This covers my phone, my watch, and anything USB.
Liar. This video on her page is titled My Truth, so it's not like it's being stated as if it's an apology, but she doesn't really address or talk about most of the allegations outside of this note app in specific, along with apparently not doing anything intimate with said cousin in this situation because it was a recent incident and not something that was old. Now, a reason I said that this would not be an apology is because that's really all that she addresses in this entire video. There's no real deep dive into what Kenneth specifically said, any text messages, nothing like that. And even when she talks about this not being a recent thing, a bunch of people on the internet are detectives, and she has talked about having feelings or feeling a certain way towards her cousin for a while now, which has been said on her stream multiple times.
But back when I was
crazy.
I don't even know the age, to be honest. I was young. I was just hitting puberty. Me and my cousin,
L story, yep.
we kind of had a thing. We kind of had a thing going. But like, it was kind of one-sided though. It was more so me. But like, I remember like, I had
More so you was coming on to him. So, all right. You want us... This the problem. Like, this is crazy here.
a big crush on this nigga because we were best friends. And at the time, being best friends with a guy when I'm just hitting puberty and like my hormones are a little bit like peaking, you know what I'm saying? I kind of associated him with that. I like my cousin, we same age, and I dream about her. And yo, this is really a common thing. Like, yo, y'all niggas really get on me with the cousin story I just gave y'all earlier. And mind you, I was really just stepping on the surface of it. I didn't tell y'all niggas the full spiel because y'all niggas already judgmental. But this is really a common thing though. Liking your cousin is really a common thing though. It's really a common thing.
Obviously, she doesn't.
Where did we hear this from? Oh man, D's going over this. Biz going over. This better be a lot of people going over this, man. So basically, shit. Oh, it's a common thing. It's a common thing. Yeah, that's nothing you want to blur out online, man.
Give any details when talking about anything from these resurfaced clips, but saying that this is a recent thing would be a lie. We don't know if it's his exact cousin, but acting like these things aren't correlating in some way would be crazy for me not to do. Now, again, she talks about not doing anything explicit with said cousin or anybody else outside of the relationship. I can't confirm or deny that, but those are certain things that people have brought up when even deep diving into the beginnings of her response. And again, that was supposed to be the apology portion. Now we're at the allegation portion, and the things that she's accusing Kenneth and other parties of is pretty wild.
Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself.
I wonder if any of her family members will come out and be like, yeah, you know, she getting help and everything. Kind of vouch for that, which I hope they don't, because that's going to make it worse on her. But like, you know, people talk. Let's read.
I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it.
Please go inside and sleep it off, okay? Eat and go to sleep. Tomorrow is a brand new day. I'm going to sleep, okay? Before you go to sleep, day good, night, 9K, and we talk in the morning, okay? I want you to come to Miami. Together, we will make it through, okay? I love you. Good night. I gotta get some sleep. These are text messages that were sent from her mom. Obviously, you know the reason as to why she is showing these. She claimed that an ex-friend in specific was saying that she is not cool with her parents anymore. And it's not even like it was just the streamer, but it was other people that were apparently close to her that were corroborating this exact same story.
Well, Imagine already told you on my chat, her entire family cut her off. Everyone except for her cousin. So the only person who's letting her stay somewhere is... I'm not going to get into it. I'm not lying, though.
Wow.
I'm not lying. I'm not making that up. That's where she is, and she's safe. Yeah, Dose, I promise you I know so much more than you, gang. Why are you lying? Do you want me to play the voice memos for you, gang? I have voice memos from her mom. I have so much that y'all haven't even known. I swear on my...
So, this another thing where when you get cool with a lot of content creators, sometimes you become the content, man. You got to be real careful on that shit. That's right.
Mom's life. I have so much that I can't show the streams. I'll probably sued. Dang, I know so much more than you, bro. It's not even funny. She's not allowed to stay in her mom's house.
Her parents knew about it. Like, her parents got informed about this whole situation. Her parents were like, and as of right now, I'm gonna just say in very like surface terms, they were not on good terms with her. They're currently not on good terms with her.
It's not like it was just one person saying this. It was another person as well, an ex-best friend along with a cameraman and someone who helped her create content. People that were apparently close to her have text message proof and apparently even have calls showing that this is true. Now, obviously none of that got showed on streams, or at least I would be showing you. So for right now, it's just he said, she said. But another thing that she also claimed in this small portion was the TikToks that were getting made, which were pretty viral, of them pretending to be cousins. I obviously didn't show them in any of my videos, but there were certain TikToks where Kenneth and Kat would make jokes saying that they were each other's cousins and do some explicit things to get.
That's crazy. That might be her thing, man.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys.
Viral clips off. While she claims that it was all his idea, when he was on Black Boy Max's stream, he was saying the exact opposite thing, that she wanted this and actually asked him to do it.
And you manifested this. You know that, right? Did you see the TikTok? Why was you pretending to be her cousin?
Do you think that was my idea?
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. It's
that was her idea?
It's like a weird situation because like she never really wanted to like claim me as a boyfriend on the internet. So,
that's like, a thing, man.
We would just agree that like we could like call each other everything else but boyfriend and girlfriend. So
that's her thing, man.
We would like do sister or cousin. But like honestly, like I agreed because like I don't know. I don't like it.
So y'all was dating for 2.5 years and she didn't want it to be known y'all was dating.
All right, man.
Like honestly, she said several explanations, but like to this day, I still think about them because they never really make sense. But I just accepted it. Like,
can you give her most popular one, like just one of them?
She just didn't want to be known as Kenneth's girlfriend. That's what she said.
She wanted to be known that.
Wait, low-key, it might also be the fact that like her fan base is like just dudes. So I don't think she wanted to like put our relationship on the internet because her fan base was like dudes. Maybe.
This is getting more and more interesting. Okay, we got to lock in. Okay, so okay, I'm following what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm understanding. Okay, what I don't understand is y'all was dating for 2 years. She didn't want it to be clean, but y'all was kissing on it. Y'all was kissing and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't make sense to me either, bro. I don't understand.
And her choice for what you could be was her cousin, the nigga she was actually fucking.
It switched from cousin to sister.
Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, man. That's a thing, man. This is insane.
Sister, bro, I don't know, bro.
So again, with the stuff that she is saying here, it's not like she provided said channel. It's not like she showed any real proof that that was the case. Text messages, nothing like that. Neither did he when he was on Flatboy Max's stream. So it's just he said, she said in this instance as well. A lot of these things in the beginning are just a bunch of he said, she said with not very much proof, at least for the stuff that she is refuting when it comes to the notes app, when it comes to the family contact, and when it comes to a lot of
this is a big. I might do another. See, I had to do another one of this because this is deep. Like you got cameraman involved, you got all kinds of stuff involved. Man, this is crazy. So I'm gonna skip. There's a lot of stuff. This is more of a kind of reaction, then I'm probably ending it at that, man, because this is deep. Let's read.
On the pillows. You know why? Because you're a freak and you always wanted me to crack. Always. Even when you was on, you know, your period. Like I said, bro, she did not want the internet to know that she had a boyfriend because it would make her lose followers. She kept on telling me that, like, I hate how you're trying to make it seem like you was trapped in here, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I fought demons to leave, yo.
Recently, it seems like not even 10 minutes after I posted my Kvrtez video of her responding to all of the allegations, Kenneth, the man in question who brought all of this to the internet to begin with, dropped a video dissecting, debunking, and talking about crazy stuff that she said in her video, from the essay allegations to even bringing up his side of text messages, exposing the crazy stuff she was trying to do in order to get him back, from lying about trying to get him into streaming university to apparently wanting to be cracked on her period. But we're going to dissect all of this. So why don't we just start with the first clip?
I'm sorry for... You know what? I'm sorry for cheating on you with my cousin, but our relationship wasn't perfect. So that's the reason why I did so. I'm sorry for sending my cousin pictures of my and on your living room couch and in your restroom and on my bed. But you know what? Because our relationship wasn't okay, that excuses it. I'm sorry that you had to find my cousin's in my camera roll, but you know what? It's okay because our relationship wasn't okay in the first place. And that right there is the work of the reputation saver that you was emailing and your YouTube manager told me about, bro. He told me that the moment I exposed you, that you was emailing people trying to figure out ways how to come back from. You was emailing people discussing ways on how to just push the whole cousin freakery aside and just bring something new to light. And it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you really gonna try to ruin me because you got caught cheating on your cousin. I'm innocent. I didn't do.
Opening up the video like this, exposing her for apparently getting a crisis rep, or people that are going to be able to sweep this under the rug, is pretty insane. Now, I added that in my original video talking about Kat. In case any of y'all didn't see it or didn't make it that far, the reason that we have these screenshots is because an old YouTube manager she had apparently still had access to her email. It was not only posting these screenshots on Twitter, but
how much are these racing simulator cockpits? Around $300?
$300? It doesn't cost that much.
Oh, then I need one.
Actually, all these racing simulator cockpits are on clearance.
Sending some of them to Kenneth as well, with them listing bullet points talking about how they're going to move forward from this. A picture of her apparently responding, saying that she wants help, and even that new screenshot, which has never been seen before, at least from what I've seen, giving her a Zoom link so that they could discuss the situation even further.
It was a shared note. Bro, on Apple phones, you share a note to somebody, you collaborate on a note. Both people, you have to literally like accept it. Am I tripping? It's a shared note. I went through your notes app and that was there. You have a bucket list with your cousin, bro. Like, come on, bro. Some of the stuff that's on there doesn't even make sense if he wrote it from his point of view. The internet is not that stupid. First of all, there's clips on the internet of you literally admitting, confessing your.
Look, man, I want to do a part 3. I'm definitely gonna have to do a part 3 on this. Might do that tomorrow. Oh, I got that way that I go to. After the way, I might do that tomorrow, man. Cause it's too much. It's a lot. It's a lot going on here. And I'm tired. I've been up since I've been up since 4 this morning. I'm about to watch this game, or this game might watch me, depending on if the things actually show up. But yeah, I don't have to do it. I'll do something tomorrow, man, on this. Hey, y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. I'm gonna go and try to end this. I'm over yawning, over tired as hell. Y'all take care.